Surah Al-Insan, meaning the human being, is the 76th chapter of the Holy Qur'an. This surah is a profound revelation that delves into the very essence of our existence. It reminds us of our origins, our purpose, and our ultimate destination. Revealed in Mecca, Surah Al-Insan carries a message of hope and guidance for all humankind. It emphasizes the importance of compassion, righteousness, and gratitude. This surah serves as a timeless reminder of our duties towards Allah and our fellow human beings. Surah Al-Insan is particularly special because it highlights the virtues of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his companions. It reveals how they embodied the teachings of Islam through their actions and character. Through its eloquent verses, Surah Al-Insan invites us to reflect upon our lives. It encourages us to strive for excellence in character and conduct. This surah is a beacon of light, guiding us towards a path of virtue and righteousness. Verse 8 of Surah Al-Insan offers a glimpse into the compassionate nature of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his companions. This verse was revealed in connection with a specific incident that occurred during the early days of Islam. After a battle, some prisoners of war were brought to Medina. The Prophet, peace be upon him, instructed his companions to treat them with kindness and respect. He emphasized that even in the midst of conflict, compassion should prevail. Touched by the Prophet's teachings, the companions went above and beyond in their treatment of the prisoners. They would give their own food to the captives, prioritizing their needs over their own. This act of selflessness deeply impressed the prisoners. Verse 8 acknowledges their compassion, stating that they fed the needy out of love for Him, referring to Allah. This verse reminds us that our actions should be driven by sincere intentions and a desire to please Allah. Verse 20 of Surah Al-Insan reveals another beautiful aspect of the character of the early Muslims. It highlights their unwavering commitment to fulfilling their promises, especially those made in the name of Allah. This verse was revealed in the context of fasting. The companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, were known for their dedication to fasting. One day, while they were fasting, some poor and needy people came to them, seeking assistance. Without hesitation, the companions broke their fast to feed the less fortunate. They prioritized the needs of others above their own, even though they were fasting. This act of selflessness demonstrated their deep faith and commitment to Allah's teachings. Allah revealed verse 20, praising their actions, and they feed, for the love of Allah, the indigent, the orphan, and the captive. This verse underscores the importance of sincerity in our worship and the need to prioritize the needs of the less fortunate. Verse 24 of Surah Al-Insan speaks about the importance of patience, particularly in the face of adversity. It reminds us that challenges are an inevitable part of life, and our response to them determines our spiritual growth. The early Muslims faced numerous hardships and persecutions for their faith. They were subjected to ridicule, boycotts, and even physical harm. Yet they remained steadfast in their belief, never losing hope in Allah's mercy. Verse 24 addresses them, acknowledging their struggles. So be patient with gracious patience. This verse encourages them to persevere through difficult times, knowing that their patience will be rewarded by Allah. This verse serves as a source of inspiration for all believers, reminding us that patience is not merely endurance. It is a conscious choice to face challenges with grace, dignity, and unwavering faith in Allah's plan. Section 5. The Miracle of Creation, a Journey from Weakness to Strength. Surah Al-Insan provides a captivating description of human creation, highlighting Allah's power and wisdom. It reminds us that we were created from humble beginnings, yet Allah bestowed upon us countless blessings. Allah created man in stages, referring to the various stages of fetal development. The surah highlights the transition from weakness to strength. He gradually grants us strength, both physically and mentally, as we grow. It instills a sense of humility and gratitude for the gift of life. Section 6. The Path to Paradise, Righteous Deeds and Their Rewards. Surah Al-Insan presents a vivid picture of paradise, outlining the rewards that await those who live a life of righteousness. It describes a realm of eternal bliss, where every desire is fulfilled. The surah describes the inhabitants of paradise as those who believed and did righteous deeds. Their faith is not merely a claim, it is evident through their actions and conduct. They strive to please Allah in all aspects of their lives. Paradise is portrayed as a place of ultimate comfort and luxury. The surah mentions gardens beneath which rivers flow, symbolizing abundance and serenity. It speaks of fruits, whatever they choose, highlighting the fulfillment of every desire. The surah emphasizes that the blessings of paradise are not limited to material pleasures. It describes a state of eternal peace and contentment, free from any worry or sorrow. This spiritual fulfillment is the ultimate reward for a life dedicated to Allah. Section 7. The Promise of Eternal Bliss, a Glimpse of Paradise. Surah Al-Insan continues to unveil the wonders of paradise, painting a picture of unimaginable beauty and tranquility. It describes a realm where every sense is delighted and every desire is fulfilled. The surah speaks of raised couches, signifying ultimate comfort and relaxation. It mentions cups filled with wine to the brim, symbolizing abundance and enjoyment but free from any intoxication. It describes the inhabitants of paradise as being adorned with bracelets of gold and pearls. This imagery represents the beauty and splendor that await them. The surah emphasizes the intimate relationship between the believers and their Creator in paradise. It states that they will be in the presence of your Lord, experiencing His closeness and mercy directly. This detailed description of paradise serves as a motivation for believers to strive for righteousness. It reminds us that the pleasures of this world are fleeting, while the rewards of the hereafter are eternal. Section 8. The Consequences of Disobedience, a Warning Against Transgression. In contrast to the rewards of paradise, Surah Al-Insan also warns about the consequences of disobedience to Allah. It describes the punishment that awaits those who reject His guidance and choose a life of transgression. The surah speaks of a painful punishment for those who deny the truth and engage in evil deeds. This punishment serves as a reminder of the accountability we bear for our actions in this life. It describes hellfire as a place of intense heat and suffering. The surah mentions boiling water and shades of black smoke, symbolizing the severity of the punishment. The surah emphasizes that the punishment in hellfire is not merely physical but also spiritual. It describes a state of utter despair and regret, as those who rejected Allah's guidance realize the consequences of their choices. This warning serves as a deterrent against wrongdoing, urging us to reflect upon our actions and choose the path of righteousness. Section 9. The Importance of Gratitude, Recognizing Allah's Blessings. Throughout Surah Al-Insan there's a recurring theme of gratitude. The surah repeatedly reminds us of the countless blessings Allah has bestowed upon us, encouraging us to be grateful for His favors. The surah highlights the gift of life itself, describing how Allah created man from a clinging substance. It reminds us that our very existence is a testament to His power and mercy. It emphasizes the blessings of sustenance, mentioning fruits of every kind and gardens beneath which rivers flow. These blessings are reminders of Allah's provision and care for His creation. The surah also acknowledges the blessings of guidance and knowledge. It reminds us that Allah has revealed His message to guide us towards the straight path. This guidance is a precious gift that we should cherish and be grateful for. By highlighting these blessings, the surah encourages us to cultivate an attitude of gratitude in our lives. It reminds us that recognizing and appreciating Allah's favors is essential for our spiritual growth. Section 10. Moral and Ethical Teachings, a Timeless Guide for Humanity. Surah Al-Insan is a treasure trove of moral and ethical teachings. It provides a framework for living a life of virtue, compassion, and righteousness. The surah emphasizes kindness and respect for all people. It reminds us that every human being deserves dignity. It encourages acts of charity and compassion. The surah highlights feeding the hungry and caring for orphans and widows. Surah Al-Insan stresses honesty, trustworthiness, and fulfilling promises. It condemns arrogance, envy, and backbiting. These teachings provide a timeless guide for humanity. Section 11. Conclusion. Embracing the message of Surah Al-Insan. Surah Al-Insan is a profound revelation that speaks to the very core of our being. It reminds us of our origins, our purpose, and our ultimate destination. Through its eloquent verses, the surah offers guidance on how to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. The surah's emphasis on compassion, righteousness, and gratitude serves as a timeless reminder of our duties towards Allah and our fellow human beings. It encourages us to strive for excellence in character and conduct, seeking the pleasure of Allah in all our endeavors. By reflecting upon the lessons of Surah Al-Insan, we can gain a deeper understanding of our purpose in life. We can learn to appreciate the blessings that surround us and strive to make a positive impact on the world around us. Let us strive to embody the teachings of Surah Al-Insan in our daily lives, becoming beacons of compassion, righteousness, and gratitude in a world that desperately needs these virtues.